The United States government has been revealing long-standing truths that have been hidden for centuries. They are revealing these truths that affect the foundation of any historical information that we hold dear to understanding our existence. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation Station, and I'm Leon Meredith, the founder, and I'm pleased to be in front of you and share with you my thoughts of so much about our existence. And this right here, this is going to be an award-winning video. I know it'll go viral at some point, but maybe God got the steering wheel. Recently, our government has revealed one point that I have known for some 12, 14 years now. I mean, I have clearly understood that this information was being withheld from us. And the information I'm speaking about is extraterrestrials. Not only UFOs, but actual beings that live on the earth, in the earth, outer space, other dimensions. All of those. It is true. It is something I have been studying in depthly. And I remember a time in 05 and 06 where I studied certain things so deeply, I began to go crazy, and I frustrated myself, like literally, like a funny movie. I went and I was talking with some other knowledgeable guys, and they was like, "Man, you going too deep, man." And I used to tell them, like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do about this. Like, it's being withheld. It's so important, and we busy just enjoying our life like the children in the playground, going on the merry-go-round, not knowing that it's bills, not knowing that it's health concerns I need to pay attention to, not knowing that if I just swing on this merry-go-round, I'm 4 years old, and just keep eating this candy, drinking this soda, that is shortening my lifespan as I'm doing this. But my parents telling me to just go have fun, drink on some soda, go eat some candy. But in essence, my body is getting clogged up, my organs are getting toxified with toxins, and I'm not joking at all. I'm just trying to make the picture clear, because our parents are telling us to go ride on the merry-go-round when the knowledge of extraterrestrials is being omitted by our United States government. But the part that they truly don't want to depict is how many relationships do human beings have to these beings. See, this is the part they didn't get to first, but I guess it all takes time. You see how long it took them to realize that they need to tell us and break us in slowly like a virgin. So guess what? It's other questions that I already know the answers to that I'm going to allude to on this video. We say, okay, it's extraterrestrials that live in the earth, that live on the earth with us, that is from outer space, and some that's from deep, dark, other dimensions that's thousands of light years away. Wow. One of the first questions I ask myself is, what are the abilities of these beings? Wow. Think of how deep that question is. And I want to thank you for tuning in. If you made it this far, you can't even go away, because this is something I've been studying. How many abilities do they have? Not only that, how intelligent are they? What's their motives? Are they all together, or is it just a bunch of different breeds, like different animals? Well, I'm gonna answer one question. It's various forms of other beings besides the human being. And some of them was even on this earth before we were developed. And some of them, the beings that come from other places, have stepped in to guide humanity, to take a certain number of human beings and partake upon them pieces of wisdom and guidance. And in return, those human beings will give the extraterrestrials that in which they need, whatever it be. Because in essence, throughout the years of our recent development, we have been under certain processes that take increments to advance us, to incorporate other levels of knowledge. And it has been the leadership of different extraterrestrials that have been guiding the upper echelons of human beings, which is a God, a collective God. Yes, we have, well, many of us touch and feel as the God, and that's one level of God, the human beings that we put a lot of bad names to, but sometimes the duty must be done. And this group of human beings has people that interpret and investigate and and help them receive the orders of other beings that may be not able to speak, because some extraterrestrials and beings, they don't have the ability like we do to cast sound from vocal cords. Some of them have astounding abilities of mental penetration abilities. We got all type of names, but they're able to use their mind to communicate in a certain way, and certain human beings can understand these methods of interaction. Take it or leave it. So the leadership of human beings has changed hands sometime throughout the thousands and hundreds of thousands of years, and we have been going through a certain process now, which brings me to the Bible. The Bible is a process and takes us through a certain process that takes so many years to develop the certain said group of people into the next stage of development. Don't lose me. I hope not to lose you. So let me say that again. The Bible is a script. We call it scripture, that takes a certain said group of people throughout the course of few hundred years to develop them in their spirit into the next stage of usable essence. I'm gonna let that soak in. I said it twice. So, as it gets to the point, the Christ is risen at that point. And it had happened 5 times during this process that has been on humanity. It has been 5 groups of people to go through this process and raise their own Christ, and that group of people were able to elevate into other levels of administration over the land in which they lay. I hope I ain't lose you. 5 other groups of people have gone through the process of the Bible to rise their own Christ so that they could sacrifice and move on to another stage of development and administration. So we understand now that extraterrestrials are real. This is something that I knew, and it's written about all throughout the Bible. And now our minister, our pastors, our theologians can readily admit, because I talked to a few theologians. I used to debate them real bad. I used to hit them with that. Martinez, the right hook from the Cleveland Guardians, that one he dropped homie from Chicago. Bam! I used to do that to the theologians. I used to do a little banter and go back and forth, but now they gotta admit it. Because the government admitting it, and it's right there in the words of the Bible. All you gotta do is, go down deep in there and say, hey man, this dish they talking about, that man, they talking about a spaceship, man. Like it's right there. Sometimes we have to reassess our position in life, and at this point, for everybody on earth, the African American and black, we stand at the precipice of the launch. I thank you for staying around this deep. I'm gonna try not to go too deeper because I know it's a little heavy. I understand. This is some of my top level stuff, and I don't do it to pat myself on the back. Although I like patting myself on the back because nobody else do it. Let me do it one time. I ain't doing it in a while. I just did. I ain't even mean to do it, man. But people don't want to pat you on the back. That's the unfortunate part of doing all you can for your community. You gotta fight against them, and the only ones want to help you is the ones that feel like that they can make something more than you off of that, or they can get a little piece. And they really don't want to help you. You even step in the door like, man, I'll help you up. You need me to volunteer? I'll be over there. I'll help you build that. I'll help you do this. Here's some new ideas for your business. And they still don't want to help you. I don't even want to cry. Ain't no malice. I ain't mad. Best of luck. Good luck with that. What we gonna do? Because we have abilities that many of the extraterrestrial beings don't even have, and they are jealous of us. They know our power. Just our ability to speak and cast about a vibration. Woo! They can't even do it. It is golden, and we have to gain the ability to oratate, to speak, to interact with more precision, and not use our words recklessly as many in Black America do. And I'm not comparing us against anyone else, no other race. But I'm speaking about us in totality, all 44, 45 million of us. That's a small number. But we do some things the greatest. And one of them is running our jibber jab. We known for it. I see how other countries view us, like Chinese. Japanese, all them Eastern countries, they be looking like, do they stop talking? They ain't even making no sense. Is they making sense to you? We just jab, and I'm not trying to boo-boo on any of us, but sometimes we could take our time to cherish our gift. This is just like in the Matrix. Just like in the Matrix, I think when they first got Neo on part 1, and they slammed him down on the table, and they was trying to find Morpheus, and he ain't know much about Morpheus at the time, and they put that little bug in his stomach, but before they put the bug in his stomach through his navel, through his umbilical, his belly button, they said, man, I think he said, you don't even respect your ability to talk, something like that. And he couldn't open his mouth, and he was trying to talk, and it's just like that. This is why I sometimes pause. I don't try to make my words seem glorious, but I don't want to keep, or I don't want to begin to just jibber jab with terms and stuff that I already have said, or that's just a regurgitation of something I was taught. Because a lot of things were just taught to us, and this knowledge that we have was just a program that will keep us in the program. And now many of my people sit around and regurgitate the same things that were just a program to indoctrinate a program on your spirit. You smell me? Yeah. So we fight and we talk because we want to hold on to identities that were based in a program that was fraudulent from the get-go. See, I don't want to be too offensive. I think I drew a decent picture. This is why when I go around people, I don't mean to say, hey, everything I'm saying is correct. But what I mean to say is, let's build off of what I'm talking about. Because what you talking about, a lot of times may be just a regurgitation of a false program. You smell me? Straight up. Because I'm cooking. Always cooking. It's me, it's a slow cook up there though. It's slow cook like crock pot. I don't play. It's like a crock pot or a smoker. Slow cook game. One of the ones, a brisket. Cooking a brisket 12, 13 hours straight. That's how my thinking begins. Because everything I said on this video, and I thank you again for staying tuned, is not something I read and got from somewhere and I'm regurgitating it. This is something that I put together from the years of my life and understood the truths hidden within the lies and stories that we live by. It's right there in the Bible. It's right there in a whole lot of movies that you just got to piece together and grab. And I used to talk about a lot of this, what I talked about in this video for years, and so many people, I met just thought I was weird or thought I was, you just out there. But it's all coming to fruition. And so many people I will assist in making it through this transition of administration that's about to happen. pat myself on the back. I give myself the accolades because everybody near my age, is too proud to give me some love, or I got to get to a certain point to get some love. And for real, the way God tell me to react. But probably wouldn't be so bad if you just held on to that and just let me give it to your children. Can I give it to your grandchildren? Yeah, because they gonna utilize it better. They gonna utilize it for real. View this video. That's why I'm about to turn it off. Nope, I'm about to write it because that's what it's gonna be. Give it to your children and grandchildren. They gonna respect it more than you. Peace.